Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to Veterans Day at the Iowa State Fair. As we heard, day 5 going on right now. Whitney Hammer from Fairway Meat and Grocery, Director of Health and Wellness,
Yes.
joining us at a little different location than we normally
I'm not
are.
in the kitchen today.
No, where in the world
Yes.
are we?
Today we are at Little Hands on the Farm, which is a really great free exhibit here at the fair for kids ages 2 to 10, where you really learn the importance of farming, agriculture, and how food gets from the farm to your kitchen.
Okay, so what is the process here?
Yes,
Okay.
so the process is, like I said, it is a free exhibit, very interactive, very hands-on. You come into Little Hands, you receive your tools of the trade, you receive your bucket and your baseball hat. That way you can gather your crops along the way, get a little sun protection with that hat,
Okay.
because we are going to be getting crops,
Okay.
planting some crops
Okay.
up until the very end of our exhibit.
Okay.
And the whole prize at the end, you get money for selling those crops.
Yeah, so you're going to go around,
Yes.
like Whitney said, like behind us you see the pig barn. Over
Yes.
here you're going to learn about the different processes that are involved, how you shower before you enter the building and things like that. And then over there you get a little piece of bacon, okay, when you come in there, and which is cool. Then you go over, and Adam, if you can look behind us,
Yeah.
they have a garden over here. Whitney, let's walk over
Yeah.
this way. So the kids, Whitney can dig
Look
in
at
the
that.
dirt.
Look at that hands-on. You can get right in the dirt. This is probably something people aren't thinking about every day when they're getting their groceries, cooking in their kitchen, is how that food is getting to their kitchen. So this is a really interactive way to help kids kind of appreciate that process. And like I said, there is a reward at the end. We need to make money for these crops.
Right, so that you harvest your crop
Yes.
and you put it in your bucket like everything else, and they have a bunch of things over there. There's a place to learn about.
Eggs, yep, how long it takes an egg to become a chicken. All of those things, like I said, that you maybe are not thinking about, but we're hoping to try to help you gain some appreciation for
Okay.
those things in the agricultural industry.
There is a little apple orchard, and you'll pick up an apple.
And if you want to burn some energy, there's also a place where your kids can drive a John Deere little tractor
Right.
to get some energy off. This is perfect for kids ages 2 to 10, but really anyone who wants to take part can come through here.
A little dairy thing here.
Yes.
Now, tell everybody where this is located. 'Cause
Yes.
seriously, you don't want to miss this. How many kids go through this? on a
About
normal day?
30,000 kids go through this every year. Fairway's been involved for a little over 20 years, so we see a lot of people go through Little Hands. It's completely free. It's right inside the north gate, so really prime location within that kids zone. We're east of the Midway, which east of kind of the ride, so you can't miss us, especially if you come in that north gate.
You're going to learn about sheep. You get a little piece of wool when you're done here. You go through, there's a cattleman's one. You can
Yes.
learn about soybeans right behind us here.
It should take about 15 to 30 minutes
Okay.
to get all the way through. So, if
So
you're-
we have all this. Now we have
Yes.
our whole bucket full of stuff. Then.
Yes.
Then what happens when we have our bucket
yes,
full of
we,
stuff?
we need to cash in our crops, and to get our money, you're going to get this dollar.
Let's go over this
which
way.
will then take you to the Fairway grocery store that's also located right here on the Little Hands
Okay, Adam,
set.
hopefully you're okay to walk here. You
Yes,
got a guide,
so you can
Adam.
see the kids over here are all cashing in their crops for their money so that they can get that treat at the end of their farming day.
Okay, so we'll walk this way here a little bit
Yep.
further, and we'll just turn our bucket in since Whitney already has the dollar. But
Yep.
here you go, sir. Here's all of our crops. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So he has the
We
dollars
get our
over
dollar.
there. So then we go
Yes.
to the Fairway store.
Maybe the best part of it, you can come into the Fairway grocery store and you can cash in your dollar for a snack or a treat
Okay.
that you earned through all of your
Here, we're
farming.
gonna pass them on the inside here real quick. Hang on just a second
Yep,
here.
so come
young
on
man.
in,
We'll
come on
over
into
here.
the Fairway grocery store.
And how long has Fairway been involved with this?
A little over 20 years.
Wow.
So very dedicated to Little Hands. There's an assortment of things that little farmers can choose to use their dollar on. We have everything from Bon Pups, chocolate milk,
Look at
apples. We can go home with a potato if we'd like. Anything that kids would like to spend their dollar on.
How patriotic is that?
Yes, perfect for 250 years on Veterans Day. Nothing better.
And you have the vegetables, if you want to get some vegetables
Yes.
too, we'll put that back for right now. But then you take your dollar, you
Yep.
take your selection. You want an ice cream? Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
We are going to go Bomb Pops, and then you cash it in. And don't worry,
Okay.
if you for some reason didn't get your dollar, everyone that goes through
Okay.
can get a
So
treat
we have
at
our
Little
bomb
Hands.
Pops, so we're going to go this way here if I don't fall. and we'll come over here and we tell the lady,
Thank you.
I want this, so we have that.
Yes.
So you take your money and you cash in. This is really a must-do for
So
kids.
many lessons for kids to learn along the way. Not even just the farming, but even the value of that dollar. That we
Right.
had to earn that through the farm, and then you can come here and pick out a snack or a prize.
Okay, and again, Fairway has been involved with this for a long time, more than 20 years,
Yes.
and it's at the North Gate, right?
Yep, prime location, like I said, you can't miss it, right inside that north gate. Maybe the second stop. I think I saw one other before this one today. So
All right.
like 15 to 30
All right.
minutes of your fair experience.
Little Hands on the Farm for kids 2 to 10 years old to teach them how to become farmers. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Whitney. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go out and have yourself a great day.